If you don't know what I'm saying, then you can forget it, girl.
Morning. Sunday? Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Friendster, SoundCloud, Instagram, and everybody else who doesn't watch my videos. It's your boy Tone202 coming at you one more again. And coming at you with another ridiculous story that I saw where a teacher, and I'm going to post the actual video this time. I'm going to put the video up. And I don't know if she looks African American. I don't know what she is. It's not to say that African American teachers don't do this, but usually this is you see white people do this. I mean, heck, we had the dude shooting on the highway. Usually, black people don't do that, but he was black. And so basically, what I'm saying is, it just seems like everybody's doing this whole teacher having sex with their students. This boy happened to be 12 years old at the time. He was 5th grade, and it's like a spirit that is just over America saying that it's okay to do this. But you're reading the story. This woman, she's like, nah, I never did that. The boy is saying this because he threatened my job. He didn't like me. He threatened my job, so on and so forth. But they have text messages of her sending him racy text messages and pornography, and she says that it was sex therapy. What? Sex therapy? This is the biggest lie. Like, you weren't even hired to give the boy sex therapy. You're not a sex therapist. She was like, well, yeah, I did it and it was inappropriate, but she's saying all these sexual things to a 12-year-old, but she's not guilty. Now, it could turn out, because for one, the boy is saying that he was kissing on her, she was kissing on him in his ear, and I believe it. I, for one, believe it. You sending a boy all kind of racy stuff via text messages. You married, got a husband, but you sending this 12-year-old, yeah, you did it. You guilty. You guilty. And then, but here's the real kick in the pants. This woman could face 30 years. Now, this brings us to another story where the one girl was, the blonde chick was actually banging her students. Like, she was like real pretty, and she was just like blonde. You know how, white America, they love blondes. So, whenever she showed up in court, she was like a stunner. So basically what she did was, her lawyers, they just was like, get as pretty as you possibly as you can. And they said, even though she's guilty of sleeping with several of her students who were all under 18, they said, and she was doing it repeatedly to them, they said she was too pretty to go to jail. America, y'all just bringing stuff out of nowhere now. Y'all just making up rules as you go. This woman is too pretty to go to jail. If I was the judge, I would have threw her bleach blonde behind right in the lowest jail. I'd have been like, you raped children. Now, let a man do this. Like, they had those 2 teachers who had sex with one girl, and they threw the book at them. They were 2 Caucasian. They threw the book at them. They were like, you're going to jail. They put them in for I don't know. But I know you can get 10 to 25 for, messing around with minors, so on and so forth. As a man, you're going to do at least 10 day for day. It's going to happen. It's going down. This woman was too pretty to go to jail. Not in this story, but another story where the woman was too pretty to go to jail. And I might find her picture and put her picture up there. And then she was talking to Matt Lauer about the whole story. This girl was getting it in, like oral sex, the whole 9. She was like, it was a regular dude. And then you find stories where these teachers have done the same thing. Now, the one woman who did a lot of time, she slept with the Latino boy, even though she was married and whatever, and they didn't give her that much jail time, but when she got back out of jail, she was on parole, she went right back to him, then they put her in jail for a minute. But when she got out, the boy was pretty much, an adult, and they got married. They have a kid today. They did a show about that. They did a movie about that. It's crazy as heck. So I'm just saying, this woman could be looking at 30 years just off the bat, and she did not sleep with the boy. She just was kissing on him, and I don't know if they had oral sex or not, but she did not penetrate. They didn't do the whole thing. But the white chick who was banging several of the students, she's too pretty to go to jail. America, y'all crazy. Y'all, there is no law. There's no law anymore. There's no law here. People are making up as you go. You just throwing stuff out there. And it's like, how many people did she have to sleep with for them to come up with that? Because she didn't do a day in jail. Not a day, and she's guilty as sin. Not one day in jail. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the clip, and I'm gonna try to find this woman's picture, and I just want to know, what y'all think about it, because I think it's just pure, just nonsense. And there's definitely a difference between who does the same crime and what they look like. It's your boy Tone 202. I'm out.
She was supposed to be the 12-year-old's tutor, but instead, deputies say 34-year-old Ethel Anderson was performing sex acts on the boy.
Now, Anderson is a Mango Elementary School teacher who had previously taught the boy in 1st and 4th grade. Anderson's trial started yesterday, but tonight, not only did the boy take the stand, so did Anderson in her own self-defense. Today's reporter Tammy Fields is covering Hillsborough County and was in the courtroom for all of the testimony.
She would rub on my legs, kiss on my ears, neck, stuff like that.
On the day the victim celebrated his 14th birthday, he took the stand explaining what he says happened when he was 12, telling a jury his 5th grade teacher, Ethel Anderson, 29 at the time, took things too far while tutoring him in math. At the Riverside home she shares with her husband, he says the Saturday tutoring sessions changed when Anderson started to touch him and perform oral sex on him.
We would make out and tongue kiss.
Anderson, a former teacher of the year at Mango Elementary, broke down in tears before eventually taking the stand in her own defense, denying any sexual contact ever happened, saying her student threatened to get her in trouble.
That point is when he made the comment, keep playing because you're going to lose your child.
Anderson admitted to sending the student more than 230 pages of racy text messages, some so explicit we can't talk about them on TV. She says the texts about porn and sexual acts were just sexual therapy, fantasy, to motivate the troubled student into becoming a better student.
That was my purpose, was to gain his attention, and yes, I did it in an appropriate way.
Closing arguments are set to start in this trial first thing tomorrow morning. If that teacher is convicted, she could spend the next 30 years in prison. Live from downtown, Tammy Fields, 10 News.